I just finished watching Tell Me Lies, and there isn't a single good person in that show. Now, if you don't know what Tell Me Lies is, essentially, it's a show about a group of friends during their college years that kind of jumps back and forth throughout time jumps and just overviews their overall time spent together. And everyone is god fucking awful. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not saying anything about the plot of the show. That's a problem by itself. Fuck all of that. What I'm talking about is the characters themselves and how they're just not good people, and every main character in this friend group sucks in their own way. Our first character we have is Lucy. She's essentially what we would consider the main character out of everybody because we pretty much see our point of view from her. Her issue is she is constantly overlooking red flags and enabling terrible behavior. It's like having rose-colored glasses, but it's a blindfold, and the earplugs in your ear are also rose-colored, and there's a rose. Throughout her relationship with Steven, another character who you'll get to meet, she develops essentially into another part of him, becoming manipulative herself, and continuing to enable god-awful behavior non-stop. And with all these time jumps taking place somehow, Steven is always in the mix with Lucy. She just wants to prioritize Steven over her friendships and her relationships. There have been times within the show where Lucy has gone and fucked Steven and then gone to a next man's house and fucked him, which, and probably the best part of the show, causes Steven to get beat up because he talks a lot of shit. How did my taste? And then he gets beat repeatedly, kind of like Nate Jacobs and Fez in Euphoria. It was my favorite part of the show. Moving on to Steven.
You're toxic, left, you know that this was a bad guy. And he talks a lot of shit, but you know that you're toxic.
What you need to know about Steven that explains 99% of all his behavior is that he has mommy issues. They highlight this in like a character building episode. They just want you to know their background. Specifically Steven. They show you his home life before he left, or I should say while he was gone. His mother, who is just, God, won't stop flapping her fucking, look at the cat. Won't stop flapping her fucking gums all the time and being manipulative and weird and gross, which you see where Steven gets it from. Bro has zero accountability, and it seems like he's only ever in relationships or friendships if he has some sort of upper hand that you can use against you at any point in time in which he feels like it. The thing that kicked this off, this whole thing, was when he was fucking another girl named Macy before he met all these other girls. He was driving a car, got into a car accident, and said, fuck, I think she's dead. It was a complete accident. Oh, man, if I call the police, they'll see it was an accident. It's completely fine. Let me move her into the driver's seat, grab her phone, delete my contact and all of our messages, and tell nobody. This entire show wouldn't have happened if he just did what a good person would do. Instead, he was like, I'm
kinda smacked right now, I might get in trouble. Fuck it, we ball, I'm leaving.
And then he just left. And that's kind of the snowball effect for everything that happens, because Macy was Lucy's roommate. He was banging Macy, then Macy died, moved on to Lucy, then went back with Diana. It was a whole fucking gross thing. And the entire time, this guy was just doing whatever he wants. Every word he said was like, what's that instrument that they charm a cobra with? His voice was that, and the women were cobras because they were just like, yeah, I'm gonna believe everything he says because he's master of the manipulation, the master of the manipulation. And talking about the girls Steven is involved with, the perfect segue would be Diana.
Yeah, listen, I'm Diana, and you know my ass is fat, yeah. And you know that I could throw that shit back, yeah. I'ma take your man, Lucy, what's that, yeah. Looking back, and you know I love my dad, yeah. And my mom, yeah, I'm rich as fuck, yeah. Yeah, you already know, okay, bye.
Diana is intentional. Not as bad as Steven. I don't think anybody is as bad as Steven. but she has a lot of intention with what she does. She stays loyal to Steven even when she knows who he truly is, and protects and plays into his lies just for the fuck of it. Like, for example, she suspected Steven and Macy might have been a thing after Lucy told her. So what'd she do? Go through his fucking tap lap, find pictures of Macy, and instead of, I don't know, either leaving it, even if you left it where it was, fine. Send it to yourself, even better. No, I'm gonna delete these. And this isn't like 08. This isn't like 08. Before we have the cloud, that shit is gone. There's no getting it back once it's done, it's in the air. Gone. And I'll never know why she did it in the first place. He was in the shower, nobody would have known. And she went ahead and just deleted it off of his laptop completely. Diana, throughout the show, is known as the smart girl, the rich girl, daddy's a lawyer, I'm gonna be a lawyer, get good scores on my LSAT, do the damn thing, when really she's just as complicit as everybody else. She's sweet, she's nice.
But she also sucks dick and balls.
Because she's willing to protect Steven at the drop of a fucking hat. For example, they went to a party. Steven showed up with Lucy, duh, that's like his girlfriend or whatever. Diana goes ahead and says, hey, listen, your mom cut you off? Yikes, listen, my dad could probably get you a job, but only if we get back together. And then they just walk downstairs and leave together. And he walked in, and guess what, after all that,
it's crazy because after all that,
Lucy still took him back. Anyways, let's get into another one of the boys. We have Evan.
I'm so obsessed with Brie.
Dude, she was so nice to me.
What?
Evan's main issue is that he lets stuff pile up and then he just blows up on people. Not to mention he cheated on Brie, but just him being like that nice guy image sort of thing when he's really not the greatest either. He's like one of my favorite guy characters. I think he's like my second favorite out of all three guy characters. Obviously Steven being dead fucking last. Like he's like fifth and there's only 3 guys. I created 2 additional spots of separation because of how bad he is. But him cheating on Brie with Lucy and then deciding to tell Steven, worst thing ever, because he also knows who Steven is as a person. He knows he's a shitty person, 1000%.
That's my dog though.
Why is that your guy? Why are you choosing him to be your guy? That's the worst guy. Evan's ex-girlfriend Brie, bring that ass to the front.
Look at my eyes, tell me a roll, don't match on my soul. And you look at Brie and her hair's really short. You already know she used to be long, and my picture perfect adore look fried. All of that green and yellow that drip from your eyes are telling. Because you know why she broke up with me, and I don't know why.
Because what do you mean? You get involved with a professor at your college who is married. Think it's so hot and horny and sexy when you're kissing his eyeballs outside of the bar like a fucking freak. And then once he tells you they're open, mind you, because the wife found you in their crib, you're like, ugh! What the fuck? How are you like trying to shirk off consequences now by being like, oh, you're open? You're a weird guy. You didn't tell me you were open. I would have never agreed to this. That makes you worse, in my opinion. If you think they're closed off and then you're just like the other woman in a marriage.
Oh my God, what is that?
You suck. Not to mention, a girl approached her at some point in time after this whole debacle and essentially shared the same sentiment about a situation where she was involved with an older gentleman. You know what Brie said? She offered her the best support. She said that's disgusting and gross and weird. Let's drop a missile at school. Now these last 2 people, I'm gonna bunch them together because they're like kind of the least worse in terms of everybody else in the grand scheme of things. Pippa and Wrigley.
Cause you know that they're in love, even though she cheated on him. Yeah, she cheated on him with the girl, and she wants her box. She ate that shit up, King's combo, 3 fingers, no it's hot.
They were together, then they weren't together, and then they got back together, and Pippa decided to cheat on Wrigley with twice. First time they were together, she had Charlie slightly munch her box. Look at that. Look at that cat. That's my favorite one. She had Charlie slightly munch on her box combo and gave her give her 4 fingers to her box combo until her cane was raised. And then got like freaked out, and then that's why they stopped. And then the second time they were together, she cheated on him with Diana, and she actually put a 3-finger box combo in her cane. But that's fine. I mean, like, cheating part's not fine. If you're gonna find yourself, fine, but like, don't do it while you're in the relationship. If you feel like, man, if you feel like you need to find yourself, do it outside. Don't be snuggled up and be like, you know what, give me 2 minutes, I'm gonna go try some box. And Wrigley is just dumb. He just avoids anything serious with humor and tries to play it off because he doesn't know how to communicate his emotions. He's not good at it. He's pretty ass. And so he says everything as a joke. He's just woefully ignorant, breaks things, and then tries to make jokes about it. Aside from like he was in love with Brie and the whole wedding thing. You know what? Maybe he's on the same level as Pippa now that I think about it. Yeah, they're on the same level for sure. And the last person we have is Macy, who is collateral damage. She died. She's the reason why all of this is going on, why everyone is just over time becoming a worse person because of her death. If they decided to take an Uber, walk, sleep anywhere else, none of this would have happened. And at the end of the day, nobody in this show is without fault. Nobody can be honest, and everyone fucking sucks. All 7 of them. I mean 8, including Macy. Whatever, you get the math. To be fair, I think Steven's gotta be the worst. Who do you think? Because out of all 7 of them, he's a strong number 1 lead. And did I miss any characters? Maybe, maybe not. You tell me, fucker.